every revolution or every political movement or any kind of change, and having someone, okay, CIA, which is fucking for you to call me CIA when you know I'm not.
Everything was politicized. It was, oh, this is when we became the left versus the right. But both sides are trash. In COVID,
his own thing. So it seems to be that money's the issue, that like we're using money and that's how politics is being pushed. Because now we've seen what someone does when they use their own money and it doesn't seem to be a solution. So I feel like we take money out of politics, we'll have a much better political system.
Politician, you think they're gonna come out and tell me the truth? They was lying to my mama. They ain't gonna never tell us.
So everybody, we look at certain things just because, oh, this happens in the hood or we see this every day. All the way up. These people were speaking truth. King, we could talk X, we could talk it all. They were speaking truth.
What's going on in anyone's mind, but let's take it as a given that Gray's argument is true, that the argument to not have ID is that it would be discriminatory versus certain socioeconomic brackets or something. It's like
the world's greatest trial run of what people will do and what people won't do. And we are the only country on the planet that really fought against the government. A lot of it,
because you focus on 80-20 issues. I'm looking at the Epstein issue as we have 80% of the information we need to prosecute these people that actually did anything, but you're focusing on the 20% trying to take down Donald Trump, which you're never going to get. So I'm going to keep sitting here with a smug-ass face on every single day.
I'll explain. Good question. I'll give you the answer. The Republican Party constantly talks about transgenders and transgender surgery to minors.
I'm mostly on the left, ideologically, but I don't associate with the Democrats because they're not ideologically on the left. The Democrats are clowns, and they're also losers.
About to be any engaging conversation. It's not about to be any discourse about different political ideologies, what works and what doesn't. If that is the outcome, right? For example, I'm not gonna go and just put myself in the middle of a KKK rally.
Verify me. I'm not a fucking Fed. They always do this. I'll say this, right? But they did the same thing to Nick. We've seen the video. They'll call people who are genuine and authentic Feds because
the interesting thing to me is that the ones that claim that they believe the Constitution are now trampling the Constitution. The ones that said they believed in the First Amendment, the freedom of speech, right, are now going against the freedom of speech.
Leadership perspective.
They don't have no plan. They don't never talk about nothing positive about the Democrat Party. Everything is just anti-Trump. They're not willing to have a conversation. They call us fascists. We willing to have a conversation. Charlie Kirk's willing to have a conversation.
Those are great. It was dead air. I had to say something.
The views and opinions expressed on this panel show are those of the individual speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of this channel, its affiliates, sponsors, or production team. This content is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised. We encourage respectful dialogue and critical thinking around the topics discussed.
Party. Why I like the new party? Number one, it's a group of people that's on a panel. We all have differences, but we all basically still come together at the end of the day. The new party for me is about unity. The new party for me is about educating people to the truth, letting people know what's been going on in our country. With that being said, shout out to the new party, man. We're going to keep it going with y'all.
Welcome to the new party. I'm Nora Christine.
I'm Gray Mars.
It's Mia.
I'm Kim.
Hi, I'm Enzo.
I'm Kamal.
And tonight on the new party, we set the stage. We will be doing a comedy hour tonight, so definitely stick around for that. If you're watching for the first time ever, please hit that subscription bell and please hit the like button. So the first topic of the night is, will Trump invoke the Insurrection Act in Minnesota? Donald Trump hinted earlier today that he is leaning towards doing that. So let's hear a breakdown of why he would be doing that.
Leftists in Minneapolis ransacked a DHS vehicle, stole documents and military-grade firearms from the vehicle. Trump is now threatening to invoke the Insurrection Act. He has sent another 1,000 ICE agents into Minneapolis, bringing the total up to 3,000 ICE agents. To date, ICE has only removed 2,500 illegal aliens from Minnesota, and the total number they gauge somewhere between 80,000 and 150,000 illegals in Minnesota. So at present rate, that's going to take us several years. Trump, rip that Band-Aid off. Full Insurrection Act. 20,000, 30,000 troops, because the longer it takes to remove these illegals from Minnesota, the worse it gets. There's no making this better. These people are fully in violation of federal law. Every sanctuary city is in violation of federal law. We either a country of laws or we are not. And right now, they are Minnesota and all these sanctuary cities, they are thumbing their nose at the rule of law. And we can't have that shit. This is what comes of it. These leftists out here fucking causing problems, assaulting fucking officers. Look at what they have to fucking deal with. And these people are out of their fucking minds. You don't reason with mentally ill fucking wackadoodles. No, send in the National Guard in force. I'm so fucking sick of half measures. No more half measures. Go balls to the wall, Trump. Bring the fucking heat on these cocksuckers. To the rest of you, good luck.
Okay, Gray, you are ideologically Democrat, the left. What do you feel about hearing that clip? Many people on the right is saying that on social media right now. Do you think Trump should do this? Are you in agreement? I mean, the chat is going crazy. They're saying that left, arm yourself. These people hate you. What do you think?
It's just the standard cowardice of the Republican Party and MAGA, basically, picking on the weak, people protesting, immigrants, whoever you can get off on that can't defend themselves. This is basically what I just feel like is just BS. You want to make the Insurrection Act to do this. You have ICE going there to do a job. You have local law enforcement. You don't need the Insurrection Act. These people are basically acting out their constitutional right. And if they get arrested, then they go face court.
Kamal, you're the most apolitical on the line. What's your thoughts? Do you think Black people should be taking up the arms and protesting in the streets of Minnesota, or do you think they should mind their business?
No, you already know my answer. I think everybody on the panel at this point know my goddamn answer. Shout out to my brother FBA Convo in the building. Y'all know goddamn well, hey, my Black American people, sit y'all asses at home. Like me always, sit at home, toast some s'mores and shit, and watch a movie or something. Netflix and s'mores it up. Hulu and watch some cartoons or something. Stay your ass at home. Do not protest. Hell no.
Well, during the next clip, I'm going to put a poll. Should Trump invoke the Insurrection Act? Kamal, what do you think? Should he invoke it at this point based on everything? Well, you'll see the clips, but from what you've probably seen online today.
Can I see the clips first and then get my answer?
Yeah, I'll come back to you, but you can go ahead and, I mean, but at this point, you're
super chat, yeah.
Go ahead and read it.
I got the appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Yeah, he says FBA is growing. We getting the word out to all 53 million to stay on goddamn code. That's what I'm talking about. Stay your ass at home. If they gonna shoot a white woman in the damn head, what do they think you'll do to your black ass? They gonna shit. Stay home. Damn.
Yeah. So this next clip right here, this talks about why Trump is planning on doing it. Let's watch.
President Trump posting, quote, on Truth Social, if the corrupt politicians of Minnesota do not obey the law and stop the professional agitators and insurrectionists from attacking the patriots of ICE, who are only trying to do their job, I will institute the Insurrection Act, which many presidents have done before me, and quickly put an end to the travesty that is taking place in that once great state. Former congressman and host of Sunday Night in America, Trey Gowdy, is a former federal prosecutor, and he joins us right now. Trey, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing okay, but I'm looking at these pictures out of Minneapolis, and I'm thinking, man, something is so messed up there. And obviously the president looking at the same things. If he does invoke
that dude has a weird looking face, right? It's not just me.
That he can
Hell yeah, he do.
Okay. So I wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one who was thinking it. Okay.
Disobedience and occurrence, and that's the definition of it. What I'm looking at right there.
Yeah, it's one of the few exceptions to the posse comitatus where you cannot deploy military forces for domestic use. And it's often done when state authorities either cannot or will not. So think back to the 1960s. Southern states said, we refuse to integrate our schools. Presidents used the Insurrection Act to say, you know what, you are going to follow the law. I actually think we may be beyond this point in Minnesota. You actually have governors and mayors who are openly defying federal law enforcement. I mean, they're not like ambiguous or agnostic about it. No. They're openly defying it.
Okay. So now that we have some backstage, some what's going on, backstory, Mia, you're independent. Should Trump invoke the Insurrection Act? Sorry.
Now that they're breaking into cars and stealing weapons that can be used to harm the public, it is a public safety issue now. And the Minneapolis PD are actually not arresting people, regardless of if they're federal vehicles. A vehicle that sustains more than $500 to $800 worth of damage is a felony in almost all 50 states, including Hawaii. So at this point in time, they are not upholding their own actual law, and they are willfully doing that per their own mayor and, you know, their own chief of police at this point in time. So I think yes, because the police have shown a willful disregard of upholding the law. Regardless if you like the feds or not, it is still damage, and they are breaking into vehicles and they are taking weapons, which can be used to rape women, to rape children, to kill people. I mean, we don't know what these weapons are used for, but there are multiple videos showing that they are breaking in, they are taking out the locked boxes, they are prying them open, and they are taking these weapons and the munitions inside. That is a public safety issue, which the Minneapolis police is not addressing. So I think for the safety of ordinary Minnesota citizens, they should do it, unless the police actually want to police.
Kimberly, as somebody that's on the left, what's your thoughts? Now, like, there has been a report that came out, and I can show the clip if you'd like to see it, but pretty much, well, I will show it, but pretty much what's happening is last night, actually, I don't want to show it because they had information for the ICE. Sorry. There's a reason why I didn't download it. So pretty much the clip, I don't want to show it for the safety of the ICE agents, but there was a clip that's going viral, and they showed the locations for the ICE agents, what hotel they're staying at, what their names were, and they were putting their like full names like in a video and releasing their information. Also, there are reports, I don't know, I didn't see it, but reports saying that they broke into ICE agent vehicles and they're stealing weapons. So what's your thoughts on that? Do you think the Insurrection Act should happen now? Or, I know you have a hard stance against the police. So what do you think?
Yeah, I don't think this is sufficient for the Insurrection Act. My first thought is, how are they getting away with stealing these weapons from these cars? Are they like not paying attention? I'm not sure how that happened. I would need to look more into that. I also condemn all violence. If people are stealing weapons, they should be prosecuted. Crime is crime. Crime should be prosecuted as such. I don't see how this has to do with, it could be, but it doesn't mean that it's necessarily the actual protesters as well. And the reason why we're seeing a lot, well, with regards to that video, let me backtrack really quick, that they're online posting all their personal information. They shouldn't do that. That's also, those people should also be prosecuted. Like I said, crime is crime, and it's not like I'm over here advocating for crime. My issue with the police is that when you give the police instructions or immunity, like to just go out and terrorize the population, you're going to get a reaction like this. And when the solution to like this reaction wouldn't be more police. It would require a real leader to stand up and bring people together, which I'm not seeing from any of the Republicans, namely the President of the United States. That's how you get people to calm the fuck down, not by throwing more fuel to the fire, except for the instances where they're stealing weapons or
Well, I'm going to push back on you, because when January 6th happened, feel however you guys want to feel about it. I did not support what happened on January 6th. Let me put that out there, because some of those people did disgusting things in the Congress. They were yelling rape. They were yelling all sorts of things. So anyways, when that happened, let's go back 5 years. When that happened, they had the full extent of the law placed on them. They were jailed for 3 to 10 years, some of them. They would not have gotten out had President Trump not won the election. So I'm going to tell you this. I think President Trump should match the energy of President Biden and lock these people up. Give them 3 to 5 years. Let's lock them up. You're right. Let's not send any more troops to the cities. Let's lock them up, because the problem is nothing is being done to these people. They're destroying hotels. They're destroying neighborhoods. They're yelling. They're screaming. They're causing mayhem all times of night. Ray, you didn't want me to send the clips in in our chat, but that is what's happening, and I think all of America should see it. It's disgusting. I can't even play some of the clips on here. We'll get
those
flagged.
people should be prosecuted. And with regards to January 6th, I don't think that was an insurrection. I think that was more of like an unplanned riot. I don't think the people were smart enough to plan an insurrection, but the people who were doing a lot of the violent actions on January 6th, those people shouldn't have been pardoned.
No, and I'm going to agree with you.
Though. I will say, I am consistent. They were overly prosecuted, and it was political. And I don't think that two wrongs make a right. I think that the people who are committing crimes should be prosecuted as such, especially the ones stealing weapons. How did that happen, by the way? That should be investigated as well. But yeah, over policing, throwing the National Guard, that would be much. That would be an abuse.
But you said you don't feel like you're hearing from leadership, and then I'm going to have Enzo go. This is Christy Noman, what she had to say.
Any plans to pull out of Minnesota?
No plans to pull out of Minnesota.
How would you describe what you were seeing on the ground there? Would you describe it as an insurrection, and do you believe the president should invoke the Insurrection Act?
I describe it as violent and a violation of the law in many places. I discussed with the president this morning several things that we are dealing with under the department and different operations. We did discuss the Insurrection Act. He certainly has the constitutional authority to utilize that. My hope is that this leadership team in Minnesota will start to work with us to get criminals off the streets.
Okay, so Enzo, based on what she said, do you agree that it's just violence, or is it an insurrection?
It's all the above. It's an insurrection. It's a complete uprising against the federal government. They're going against federal agents. Again, like you just spoke about with January 6th, they called a 5-hour a riot at the Capitol, an insurrection, threw the book at everybody, Doesn't matter if you assaulted a police officer or not. In the case of Chris Quaglin, my good friend, they said he assaulted a police officer with no verifiable records of him assaulting a police officer and tried to charge him with seditious conspiracy, even though he wasn't even doing anything besides being in a crowd, never made it into the building. So yes, the Insurrection Act should be invoked. There should be troops on the ground to handle this situation that Tim Walz, as well as Minnesota State PD, said they're not going to help out federal agents whatsoever. This is them revolting against the government. You guys screamed insurrection for 4 fucking years, and now you have a real insurrection going on. You can't tell the difference because the word is just so desensitized at this point that nobody really knows what's going on. You claim for them to be peaceful protesters, but you had one hit ICE officer. You had one last night charge somebody with a shovel and then got shot in the leg. They're surrounding the vehicle. So for the weapon that they got, the weapons that they got, a mob of them surrounded ICE vehicles to the point where the ICE had to get out of the vehicles and flee for their lives so it wouldn't turn into a deadly situation. They broke into those vehicles and torched one of them and stole the weapons out of it. I don't know what delusion we're living in to say that this is acceptable in this country and that Donald Trump needs to do something about this, that Donald Trump is the reason why this is going on. When you had J.B. Pritzker saying the same exact thing, you had the governor of California, Newsom, saying the exact same thing, Karen Bass saying the exact same thing. Do we not remember the riots that were happening in L.A. at the beginning of this year? How they said the same thing, and that's why we put National Guard there to calm everything down. And in turn, it did calm everything down. No, this has been long overdue for the Insurrection Act because of these treasonous Democratic leaders. I'm going to call it how it is. These Democratic leaders, since the beginning of this year, in 5 days now, for exactly a year, have been revolting against this president because they don't agree with him on this, on that. That's fine. Disagree politically, but when you're backing up gang members and you're going against what we voted for, what the majority of the country in that election voted for, no, you should be charged with fucking treason because that is against the United States altogether. They should be impeached and they should be charged with treason. The Insurrection Act needs to happen, or I'm sorry to say it, I'm in favor of this too. Break Kyle Rittenhouse out of with him right now and protect ICE officers myself.
And you know what I will never understand? Why you guys are okay with allowing our borders to be open freely and having people come in, unalived women, rape women, rob, steal, do fraud. But anyways, I got to put that out there because people are going crazy in the chat, bootlicking, blah, blah, blah. That's what I want to understand. But I have one more clip for this topic before we move on to laugh, because we're going to have some laughs. I have plenty of Trump jokes for you liberals in the chat. Here we go.
And these people who want to, say follow ICE, and film ICE, you know what? You can protest. They have that right. But when you cross the line, and we've proven it, if you interfere or impede or assault an ICE officer, you will be prosecuted. And one thing I'm pushing for right now, Laura, we're going to create a database where those people that are arrested for interference, impediment, assault, we're going to make them famous. We're going to put their face on TV. We're going to let their employers in their neighborhoods, in their schools, know who these people are. Because as you said, a lot of these people, they say they're taking time off work to protest. I bet you a lot of them are calling in sick. I bet you a lot of their employers don't know what they're doing. But we're going to make sure everybody knows who they are. We're going to broadcast. They want to broadcast the ICE officer that was nearly killed all over the internet. We're going to broadcast every one of these people we arrest. This job and these.
Okay. Mia, what's your thoughts? You said you wanted to add something.
Yeah, so I'm noticing in the chat there are some people that are talking about ICE has arrested 150 U.S. citizens have been detained by ICE. Yeah, so and according to the research I did, about 170 American citizens were detained last year by ICE 2025, with over 320,000 deportations. So that would be what? Oh, I did the math. So that would be 0.005. So, I mean, at this point in time, that's a really good fucking rate. So 9 times out of 10, you could almost make a bet that ICE detains the correct people. I mean, literally the amount of Americans, and I'm not excusing this, but I am saying on a mathematical perspective, the amount of Americans that have been detained and let go by ICE versus the amount that they have deported in one single year, over 300,000, is fucking tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. I don't know why you keep saying 170. You sound like a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. More people die daily in car crashes than have been detained by ICE. Fact.
We have some super chats. Midnight Squirrel said, "This is boring AF." Well, Midnight, can we detain you? I'm just kidding. Enzo said, "Cope harder, Dems."
Democrats broke.
Oh yeah. Well, this one wasn't broke. He said, "This is boring AF."
He a troll though.
Anyway,
You see his avatar?
Tell him to call in if he wants it to spice it up. Tell him to call in.
Nah, I don't want to hear from. I don't want to hear from somebody named Midnight Squirrel. He most definitely got nuts in his mouth. Take your nutty ass somewhere else, bruh. Actually, nah, keep with the super chats. Keep on.
Yo, these chats are funny. You're an
Yeah,
idiot.
they're-
You think one American citizen being detained is acceptable, race traitor? Don't fuck around and you won't get detained. Comply and you won't get detained.
I'll say this. I'm not going to say my government on here, but I have a name that's very Arabic. When I used to go through TSA after 9/11, I went through extra checks. I went through extra this. Never once did I ever give anyone a hard time. Never once. I complied and I went with it because I knew that this was what was keeping America safe. This was ensuring that my plane ride was safe, and I was okay with it. So I don't know what else to tell you. This is where we're at. Joe Biden allowed 50. What was the number? 10 to 20 million through the border.
Between 8
This
to
is
11. Yeah.
okay. 8 to 11 through the border. This is where we're at. This is what we have. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. And as somebody who's a child of immigrants, if I'm asked for my papers, what do I have to hide? My 11-year-old said it best today. Gray, you heard her. She said, "What? Am I illegal? What's the problem?" I don't know. Gray,
let me
what if they
respond.
ask you? Mhm.
Ask me what?
What if they ask you for your papers? Are you offended? You're a citizen. What's the problem?
That's what I was just going to say. It happened to me on a job site. I'm an electrician. ICE rolled up on the job site that I was at, questioned every single person on that job site. They walked right up to me and they said, "Are you an American citizen?" I said, "Yes, I am." They said, "Can we see your ID?" I said, "Here you go. Here's 2 forms of ID. Here's my passport as well as my license." "Okay, sir. Have a good day."
Wait, you have your passport with you at work?
I have my passport card.
Oh, okay.
So I just
The
keep it in
card.
my
Yeah,
wallet
I have a
because
global entry card too.
I've
But anyways,
personally
go
never
ahead.
been profiled by ICE or any police.
You're not
I
going
mean,
to till you
I've
open.
been profiled by police too. So.
Damn. Let's get Kimberly some air horns. Never been profiled. No.
Damn. The
But
white
what
man
I-
get profiled? Not.
What I was saying was this: I think you guys are missing the point. People aren't upset that ICE is doing their job. People are upset that an American citizen was killed. Even Kaizen, who was on the show, who's right wing, posted a video and said that, "Oh, if you look at the video, the officer stepped in front of the vehicle. Right wing people attack him." And this is unprecedented to see people trying to condemn someone before the case comes out, other than like celebrity cases or something like that. So this is what people are upset about. They're protesting that they feel unsafe. 53% of people now feel unsafe because ICE is doing this. So this isn't like, oh, the majority doesn't feel this. The majority of people are upset.
I mean, I guess I'm sorry they feel upset. 53%, probably majority white people. They have nothing to worry about. I don't know why they feel upset about anything. I mean, I'm marked safe from ICE, guys. I went to work and came home marked safe from ICE. We're going to bring it back like the Facebook days where you're marked safe from the hurricanes, bitch. I'm marked safe from ICE. You know why? I'm out of my business. I went to work. I came home. I made dinner. Marked safe.
I just want to say this. People 53% don't feel safe because you have Democratic rhetoric for nearly 10 years now saying that Donald Trump is the next Hitler. Donald Trump's administration is the Nazis. The ICE is the Gestapo. That's why they don't feel safe. If you hear the same thing over and over and over again, you're going to start to believe it. That's what's been going on for 10 years now. That's why everybody thinks it's completely acceptable to go out there and assault ICE agents because they're not real police and that they're Yahtzees. That's what's going on. That's why people don't feel safe, is because of the rhetoric that has been put out for 10 years. What needs to happen is all of these Democrats need to be held accountable for their words. Yes, you got freedom of speech, but let's bring it back to let's bring in you don't have freedom of consequence. Let's look at all the ICE officers that were assaulted because of this rhetoric. Let's look at all the cases of ICE agents being shot at in the last year. No, they should serve time for their rhetoric. That's what should happen. You should not have freedom of your consequences for somebody else going out there and doing something. That's to the point we're at, and it's fucking disgusting. And we need to do better as Americans, and our representatives need to do better. You, like I said before, you can disagree politically, you can disagree on policy, but when it comes down to enforcing laws, that should not be a partisan thing.
That's actually a violation, a grave violation of freedom of speech. I will say it's been getting inflammatory on both sides. So
Yeah,
I agree that
I
the
agree.
Democrats do. It's important to know that, like I wish was my friend Zach De La Rocha said, some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. It's not a condemnation of all of the people who work in forces. So we shouldn't blanket attack all, and not just ICE agents, but police in general. But similarly, the Republicans have been blanketing all immigrants, or at least inflammatory rhetoric with immigrants and them being violent and them being this and them being that. So it goes both ways. I think we need true leadership that we've failed to see from both Democrats and especially Republicans. I'm talking about mostly Donald Trump here. We need somebody who brings Americans together, but that's not what they want. They want us to stay divided because they both make money off of this. You'll get that text message. I don't know why the fuck I'm still on these text lists. I don't know how to get out of them, but I always get these stupid Democrats asking me for $5 because they promise this time they're going to do what they fucking say. And I don't get the conservative ones, but I'm sure it's the same. It goes both ways. They
want more money.
Oh yeah.
$5. They want like hundreds.
Yeah. So the inflammatory rhetoric goes both ways, but the way we attack bad speech is with good speech, not by censoring, even sadly, our politicians.
So shout out to Big Timmy. Thank you for all your support all the time. I blame all the craziness on losing Harambe, RIP. Gray, I'm going to let you get the last word on this one because you had something to say, and then we're going to go to the next topic.
I'm gonna double down what Kimberly said, where she said that basically that Trump is the main person pushing this rhetoric. And then I want to respond to what Enzo said as far as breaking Kyle Rittenhouse out and then going to help ICE officers. This is the type of rhetoric that people are talking about. If this is a regular citizen saying they're going to help law enforcement and do a vigilante activity that's against the law. So, like, this is what I'm saying. If you want the rhetoric to stop, it does have to stop on both sides. The people out there who are protesting, who don't agree with this, are doing this because they feel like the government should run a certain way. And they shouldn't be harmed. And if it gets too violent, they should be arrested and have their day in court. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and I'm so appreciate us for having this conversation. I'm glad it was productive. I'm glad it was civil. Shout out to Kimberly and Gray for being on the lefter side of things tonight. It's a hard conversation to have. I'm sure me, Enzo, and Mia, and Kamal will always be in the middle. We'll have those conversations where we have to defend things. So because it's been such a hard week for America, we're going to do something I like to call Make America Laugh Again. So I'm putting a disclaimer out there. If you are easily offended, now's the time to say goodbye. I'm putting it out there. If your feelings get hurt, now's the time to say goodnight. Please hit the like button, send a super chat before you leave. But it is comedy hour, so I'm putting it out there. Please don't be so offended. Let's laugh. But let's start with South Park and their latest clip.
How we're going to win the midterms and get rid of a bunch of Democrat voters. I just found out all Democrats are literally retarded. Can you believe this? Their average IQ is under 60. That's really low. What does this mean? It means they'll believe literally anything they hear on MSNBC. They're completely, totally retarded. They voted for Tim Walz, for God's sake. I'm telling you, this will work. Kyle, you gotta hear this one. It's genius. Pure genius. I'm gonna go on MSNBC and totally screw over the Democrats. What the hell are you talking about, fat ass? Listen, Jew, I'm gonna pose as a liberal snowflake who just graduated from the South Park Leering Center. You know, the place where they teach you how to cry about borders? I'll go on there.
Not the Leering
I've done a little
Center.
research. Attacking ICE agents is totally justified under the Constitution. trick people into committing crimes? People could get hurt. How do you sleep at night? Exactly. ICE shoots them or arrests them for felonies. Then they can't vote, Kyle. It's like voter suppression, but funnier. Besides, their whole position is that all crime should be legal. It's not entrapment if they were already going to do it anyways. That's a terrible idea. There's no way that will ever work, and you're an asshole for even thinking of it. Is it a terrible idea, Kyle, or do you just want open borders? Why do you hate America, Kyle? That's not very cool.
This is MSDNC, or something, with a breaking update on the Minnesota situation.
Oh my God, the news is on, sweetheart! Tell your boyfriend to come watch! Breaking news, a little boy from the South Park Leering Center says it's legal to assault ICE agents.
As a student of the South Park Leering Center, I am qualified to give legal advice. Democrats can absolutely physically attack federal agents.
Are you sure it's legal? That seems really, really, really illegal.
Of course they can. It's like the law or something. I leered that at the Leering Center. Are you a fucking racist or something? Is that it?
No, I'm not racist. Let them do whatever they want. That's totally fine.
That's good. The Jews write your paychecks, and they're totally not racist. Not against any race ever. Keep that in mind.
Wait, we can just do that?
So who here has a car? Anybody have a car?
Oh, I do! I have a car!
Great! Can we have a little chat off to the side? A little powwow?
Powwow? What do you mean, powwow?
You're not even in this episode! Go hang out with Elizabeth Warren or something!
That's fine! We're already citizens!
You know what would be cool? You should get in your car and drive at them! What are they gonna do? You're a white lesbian! Seriously!
Are you sure that's a good idea? They're arresting an illegal immigrant and I don't know what to do! How do we stop this?
Of course it's a good idea, you stupid bitch! Now get in your car, don't listen to any of their directions, and try to run them over!
Stop arresting that criminal! I have a legal degree from the Minnesota Leering Center!
Stop the fucking car! She's coming right for us! Oh my God! She did it! She actually did it! What a retard! I told you guys they're all retards! Yeah!
Is it?
I think retards also have a right to live. Just throwing that out there.
Gray, is it too soon?
Isn't that a fake? That's AI, right? That's not.
I don't know what it is. I thought it was pretty funny.
So I don't think that's South Park because South Park is left leaning.
Yeah, that was AI.
No, they make fun of everybody. They
make fun of everybody. Last time I checked. Maybe you're
they don't
right,
give a fuck. They make fun of everybody.
They're anarcho-leftists, but they do make fun of everybody.
It was AI because the nigga hand went through the table. That's how I knew that was AI. If y'all didn't know.
Gray, you didn't laugh not once.
I never was a South Park fan, even with the regular show. Maybe one episode, my daughter watched it, but I was never a big South Park fan.
What cartoons you like? Like
I love South Park. It's even if I disagree with it, that's my type of humor.
I'm sorry for not laughing at murder, Nora. I'll try to be better.
Oh my God. Okay, well now I'll play. I'll play a trumpet. You know what? I got you. Everybody in the chat, I saw you talking about Epstein. I got you. Okay. Okay, so did that one make you laugh, Gray?
Why are you trying to make me laugh? I'm not
Because I just feel like we need to set the temperature down.
No.
I know it's been a really hard week, hard month, hard year.
So when I want to smoke now, it's like, oh, let's make it a comedy night. Gray's coming, so let's shut it down. That's how it goes.
It's time for a vacation for you, Gray. It's time for a vacation.
I'll be on a cruise next week.
Okay.
My birthday is next week.
I know. Elfster keeps letting me know. Elfster keeps letting me know your birthday's coming up. Don't worry.
Oh Lord. Oh man. Did anyone like that? I mean,
I liked it.
Okay.
I thought it was hilarious.
I love to laugh.
All this shit.
They love to laugh.
Damn.
Well, okay, great. Do you want me to play the clip you dare me to play or don't play it?
Play it. Why are you asking me?
Do it.
I got the sound.
Now they
effect.
definitely gonna want to see it. Play it.
Now you have to play
Okay.
it. Now we're all interested.
If you're easily offended, please leave.
AOC, can you tell the court what you saw?
So like I almost like totally died. It was horrible.
And then what happened?
So like JD Vance was like totally trying to hit on me. And then all of a sudden,
Hey you! Get the hell out of the damn car right now, you stupid bitch! Good afternoon, officer, and thank you for your service. Move it, or I'll move you myself! Oh, I'm so terribly sorry if I've caused any inconvenience. I'm just on my way to deliver warm blankets and fresh baked cookies to some dear souls who are less fortunate. I'm just trying to spread a little joy and help ease world hunger one meal at a time. Would you like a cookie? They're oatmeal raisin. My children's favorite. Fuck you! Get out of the car! Oh dear, I do apologize from the bottom of my heart. I never meant to bother anyone, you see. I simply had to stop earlier because a sweet little family of squirrels was crossing the road, and I couldn't bear the thought of them getting hurt. Then I stayed to make sure the baby birds in the tree were safe from the cold. My little ones at home are waiting for me. My precious children are my whole world. You know, I just want everyone to live in harmony with rainbows and butterflies fluttering about in peace. Shut your fucking mouth! I don't give a fuck about your cookies! You're blocking the goddamn street, you fucking idiot! Get out now or I'll drag your ass out myself!
I just want to say thank you for your service. You're a hero. Thank you for making America safe. I wish you were my dad.
Fuck you! Please, sir, there's no need for harsh words. I'm a mother first and foremost. My kids are my life. I spend my days singing lullabies and reading bedtime stories and teaching my darlings to be kind to every living creature. All I want is a world full of love and understanding. No anger, no violence, just gentle breezes and happy families everywhere. What the fuck is this bullshit? You're a crazy fucking bitch! I'm done with your hippie crap! Open this door, I'll smash the window and pull you out by your fucking hair! Oh dear, I do apologize from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, well guess what, princess? Time's up! I'm gonna hack into this piece of shit car of yours right now and make it ram straight into me! And I'll call it self-defense! Trump will pardon me! That sounds quite alarming, officer. But even so, I forgive you. We all have bad days. Please, take care of yourself. And if you ever need a hug or a warm cup of tea, my door is always open. For the children and for peace. Fuck your hugs! Fuck your peace! Here it comes, you sanctimonious. What really happened? Get out of the car, please. Please, get out of the car. Please don't run over me. Please don't run over me.
I saw you laughing a couple times, Gray.
You got that white girl humor.
Was it funny to you? Everybody else loved it in the chat. Okay. Gray said it was funny.
Hey, y'all ever watch like Cartoon Network, like Adult Swim and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminded me of like a show that would be like on Adult Swim at like 12:25 a.m. in the damn morning.
Fucking Robot Chicken.
Robot Chicken.
Yes.
Robot Chicken shit.
Yep.
That's true. Oh, nobody in the chat loved it. I'm sorry.
Everybody
else
tell your mama
said
to stop sucking donkey dick. Aaron, I'm tired of you niggas in the chat. I'm gonna start clowning y'all.
I think it would have been funnier if it was like a lot shorter.
True.
I agree.
Halfway through, I was like, all right, I get it.
It was drawn out.
It dragged on. Well, okay, I'll give a Trump one. Since they don't think that's funny. Here we go. Was that one funny for the leftists in the chat?
No.
Was that really JD Vance when he was younger?
No,
With the
it's
mullet?
just a meme of him.
See, we can't look at Aaron over here. It would have been funnier if it was funny.
Damn.
God,
listen,
damn.
y'all are a hard crowd in the chat tonight, man. Boy, I tell you. All right.
He don't like the AI shit. You got a clip that's not AI, nor maybe he like that.
All right. Got something that's not AI.
Yes. They said not AI.
That's better than something.
All right. No, but for real, I really have a clip that's not AI. The libs might not like this, but I gotta play it. Okay. All right. We ready? If you're a Joe Biden fan, you're not gonna like this.
12, 15. Oops, stepping on a. There's a. It's black. Anyway.
Mr. President!
Who the hell is this guy? You got the vaccination?
Yeah.
Are you okay? I mean, you seem. No, it works. Or or the mom and dad, or the neighbor. Thank you for that. It was a famous African American baseball player. Hey everyone, I'm Joe Biden's husband. Biden's being a pup.
Is it lagging on y'all end?
Yeah, it was on my end.
Yeah, I thought it was me for a second.
It's lagging.
It's funny, but it's sad at the same time that the Democrats kept him in office and abused that old elderly man who was past his prime.
Yeah, I think that's why it's hard to take the Democrats seriously now, especially the Democrat media. Like,
who propped him up.
After the first debate, there were still some people defending him. I was like, "Oh my god, how do they have any views?"
And we finally beat Medicare. Yeah, he beat it to death. That fucking threw me over the ledge when that shit happened. Like, I remember watching those debates. That was a bully beatdown between Trump and Biden, and then Trump and fucking Kamala, and then JD and Timmy Tampon. That was unfair.
They should prosecute that. He wasn't an acting. He wasn't an acting president. They should have. What was the name of that clause where they can take somebody out because they're not? I think it's like the 25th Amendment.
It was the auto pen.
I don't know about that. Wait a minute. Let me ask. Hey, Gray and Mia, did y'all vote for Joe Biden?
Yeah.
Who, me?
I joined.
Yeah, definitely did not.
Yeah, man.
No, why would I vote for a man that's racist? That man is racist he's racist to the fucking bone. Any black person that voted for him is ignorant. I'm sorry. He is racist. He's been racist for decades and he never hid it. Even when he talked about Obama, he still was nasty and microaggressions. He speaks so well. Well, what the fuck is he supposed to sound like? Because he's black, he's well-spoken. That right there is a microaggression in itself, bigot and racist. That man was racist. He still is racist. He will always be racist. It's his generation. He's old, white, elderly, and he's used to being in control. I deal with these kind of people working in hospice all the time. They cannot help it. It's literally programmed into their brain because they're of that generation. That man's racist. I think any person of color that voted for him was fucked.
Damn.
Yeah, I can't stand him. I can't stand him. When he's gone, the world will be a better place.
Yeah, he was diagnosed with cancer. It's hard to believe they didn't know about it.
I totally disagree with everything Mia just said as far as somebody being black. Voted for Joe Biden. I've never heard that from anybody black. Like, so that was a shocker. But I did hear the allegations with Joe Biden, with what he said, with whatever he said about the super. What was it? What he said when he was young?
Which time? In the 70s, in the 80s,
He
in
said
the,
we were.
in the
He said we were
2000s?
super predators.
Which
No,
time?
that was Clinton. That was Clinton that said that.
Clinton said super predators, but Joe Biden was actually known to drop the hard R.
Yeah.
He eulogized Strom Thurmond, and he called him his good friend. He also co-wrote the crime bill.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Nora, did you vote for Joe Biden?
The first time.
Okay, so you half black then. Gray, you all the way black. Mia, you just not black. Joe Biden said you didn't vote for his ass. You
I'm
not black.
not
So at
at
this
all.
point-
Whatever is
Yeah,
there
black.
is just clearly not there because according to Joe Biden, I'm not black, but I don't vote for
I
him.
also did not vote for Joe Biden.
Well, damn it, Kimberly,
Who'd
you
you
ain't
vote
black.
for? Who'd you vote for, Kim?
The third party.
I voted third party. I voted green.
Then you're the worst person on here.
Yeah, you voted for someone who was endorsed. You voted for somebody endorsed by the Triple K.
Gray, where are your sunglasses? You should not wear your sunglasses more often. You have you get a lot of energy right here. I'm sorry.
All right, so these are blue light glasses because I've been getting really bad headaches staring at these screens. So these are the new shades. That's why I was wearing the sunglasses for a while. 'Cause my eyes
That's
were
why you've been
fucking
wearing
hurting.
the glasses now on the
Yeah.
live. Oh, well, good for you. Yeah, you got to protect your eyes.
And can I answer one of the people on the chat super fast?
Sure.
So it's
Yeah,
like
we'll
this
have a
person.
third-party
Sorry.
conversation another day.
Yes. This person's like talking about Joe Biden. Served on the first black president. Yes. Yes, he did. Because they knew he wouldn't get elected if he didn't have an old white man next to him. Moving on. Had the first black vice president. Yes. Because he wouldn't have got the black vote if he didn't give us a little bit of something. That's why she was there. And then nominated the first black female Supreme Court justice. Of course. He really didn't nominate her, though. The Democratic Party picked her. I'm not saying it's a bad choice, but I'm saying the truth. He did not nominate her, nor would he have nominated her. So, I mean, we to keep it a buck, he can still be racist and a piece of shit, and you can like him all you want. Two things can live in the same realm. You can like him, and he can be racist. They live together.
Okay. All right, Gray. Maybe you'll like this one. Maybe you'll like this one. I don't know.
Now you got to have a Democrat whooping Donald Trump's ass. That's okay.
It's not about the what they're attacking. I think Trump is hilarious. Shockingly, I think Trump is funny. So I mean, like, if it's the comedy is good, the comedy is good. It doesn't have to be Democrat or left or like have to be.
So he's saying my comedy is just not good, guys, but everybody else is laughing. But my comedy is just not good.
I mean, Aaron in the chat agreeing with you, Gray. He basically saying he not liking the content at all.
Because Eric is literally the definition of a retarded test tube baby who agrees with everything the Democrats do and said Gavin Newsom is the best thing since sliced bread.
No one is laughing. Tons of people laugh. You guys are haters. Listen, I don't know what to tell y'all. Maybe you'll like the South Park Larynx Center.
Park Clearing Center, we're not just retarded, we're Minnesota retarded. Ilhan Omar was educated here, and she's completely retarded. And I know this might come as a surprise, but I myself am retarded.
Bro,
really like that one.
I was laughing. Why are you so much on wanting me to laugh? Or like the comedy I like are from the hood. I like a totally different type of stuff. Like, I mean, like things that is gonna be like funny. I mean, I don't know, like
man, Nor, drop the Drewski clip. Let's go.
Okay, I'll get. I don't know. We talked about Drewski yesterday. I'll play some Drewski for him while I load up. I played one more of my other clips, then we can see if we can make him laugh. Here we go. This is another Ice Ice Baby song.
Stop. You should probably listen. Stomping on the gas. Ain't a good decision. Sad. God rest her soul. But don't speed your car at an ice patrol.
Go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Nah, that was weak. I ain't gonna lie to you.
these jokes made me understand why y'all voted for Trump. I get it.
Oh shit!
Oh my God! Really?
Damn! Oh shit! Shots is fired.
I think they're funny.
Oh man!
I like Ray without the sunglasses.
I don't like Ray without the sunglasses. Ray, we need to put those sunglasses back on.
I think Ray's the funniest one today.
I think Ray's like the least funniest one, but here you go. This is
the Grinch is here. It's after Christmas.
For real. Jesus Christ. Here we go.
Here's the love. Here's the honor. If you can't come in here, come on. Born in the USA! Woo! Born in the USA! Hey, Suanna. She's not listening. Hey, come on. You need to listen to your nana. Go ahead, baby. 6 o'clock.
I can't tell if this is a parody or if it's real.
It's real.
That's how good it is.
It's a parody, but it's not AI.
Hey, Big Ma. How you doing, baby? How you doing, baby?
I mean, the makeup is on point. I mean, he literally can pass for a regular random hillbilly. The makeup's on point. Whoever his makeup artist is, fantastic.
Wait, who is it?
It's Drewski. I'll show you who it is.
Oh, okay, I don't know that.
What race? NASCAR race. You going to NASCAR? Yes, sir. A little bit. You ain't lost, did you? No, I'm good. Sure about that? Yes, sir. Find something safe to do, boy.
That dude handled that so well because most people would have started swinging.
Yeah! Woo! Bring on the troops, baby! Oh, that fucker will go. I think Dan Arthur. Ready to go, Denver. Dan Arthur. Oh, South Dakota. Oh, my God.
Did that make you laugh, Gray?
Yeah, I played that one before. That was funny, but I want to respond to this clip right here because the talk of the subject ahead, not to kill the mood. People think death is funny, not cool, and I'll speak from a personal experience. I had a real op. Someone, me and this person did not like each other. This person tried to get me deleted, and this person died. I didn't celebrate it. My homeboy was like, "Man, we going to the funeral, this and that, blah, blah, blah." I didn't go to a funeral. I'm like, no, we didn't like each other. I'm not going. But I didn't celebrate and say, hey, you know what, I'm going to pop Cristal. We go burn up because old buddy is gone. So that's all I'm saying. Even someone I personally didn't like, I didn't celebrate when he got when whatever happened to him happened to him.
You're a nice guy.
I love that.
That's very nice because I can tell you right now, if my ops died after trying to have me unalive, I'd be lighting a candle to Hecate saying, thank you, sister. I got you. Here's my offering.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a nice guy because I would be giving offerings to the gods. Be like, thank you, looking out for me.
You know what?
You're a good
Today
person.
I realized you are a liberal. You are on the left. You're doing the thing that they do when they're like, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves, the moral police. What's that? The higher police. Be ashamed of yourselves. How dare you voted for Trump? How dare you want to close the border? How dare you?
They trying to get at you, Gray. They say you a hood nerd.
I'll take that. But what I'm saying is that consequences come behind it. Like I've said on here before, my cousin deleted somebody. Doc shot somebody. Consequences come behind those type of things. Violence begets violence. People don't let that go. You touch somebody's family member, their sons might come see you and this and that, and you got to deal with that. And like, of course, and I even bring this up. I never celebrated Charlie Kirk.
I'm not celebrating anything about that woman being unalive. I've said to you privately, it was very unfortunate what happened to her. The country is broken. The country is hurting. If you guys don't like comedy, you don't like jokes, don't watch. And I already gave you this disclaimer. This is the reality of it. Yeah, that's the reality of it. Sorry. I'm not going to say sorry. And I'm not a racist. So for anyone that called me a racist, shame on you. You're probably a racist. And you're probably saying that because I'm a woman of color and you're assuming that I should feel a certain way. And I'm not going to feed into that. And I'll up you one. I'm a first generation American. You're not going to shame me to feel a certain way. Sorry. Just not. You're not.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
I mean, but Gray, I'm glad to hear you're such a nice guy. It's so good. It's so good you're here to be so nice.
Now, hey,
Well,
Nord,
I'm speaking reality.
hold on.
Yeah.
You know what it is? You gotta play a clip from BoJack Horseman because an
Who's
animals
that?
in them
Send
clips.
that BoJack Horseman. Where's that?
It's
How do I
animals
find
in them
that?
clips. You feel me? It's BoJack Horseman. All the characters are animals. You feel me? We know Gray love the animals. So in BoJack Horseman, funny is
I can't
That
find
shark
them.
analogy still sticks with me.
yeah. Hey, Aaron, no, he said BoJack is actually funny. Yeah, because you like dog nuts on the table, bruh. It really had an episode where a dog put his nuts on the table. I'm telling you, they humanized it's a cartoon where they humanized the animals. And there was an episode where the dog put his nuts on the table. I know you like BoJack Horseman, Aaron.
I'm gonna
Dog
do a
nuts on the
comedy
table.
episode, and then we can see who was better at the comedy.
Well, the last comedy
comedy
episode we had, you weren't here, and it was better without you. We're really gonna be honest. If you're gonna be honest, it's not gonna be funny.
Okay, for sure. We'll see.
Damn.
Yeah, you dropped my mood. I'm ready for closing thoughts. I'm serious. I'm ready for closing thoughts. We had much more fun when you weren't here. All right.
Damn.
I'm gonna allow ladies to go first. Mia, you probably were the first one here, so you can close this out first.
So thank you for being here with us. Even if you didn't find our comedy funny, please like and subscribe. We do this Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we do a whole host of a variety of stuff. Sometimes it's political, sometimes it's celebrity, and then we also interview people that are running for office, and we do have a big one coming up, so please like and subscribe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do have a big one coming up. Kimberly, what's your closing thoughts?
Mr. Doug Lures, you lost me at 70K. If it was 700K, then I would give you my number. But 70K, nah, I'm okay. But thanks, though. I appreciate it. Also, I will backtrack I'll follow up with what Gray was saying. I don't think we were celebrating the death of the woman. I think it's okay to laugh sometimes. I do condemn all violence. I don't think that woman should have died. The ICE officer clearly used excessive force. I don't think he was fearing for his life. I don't think he was fearing for his life. I don't think that justified it, and I don't think she should have died. I don't think people in general should die, especially at the hands of the police. I also don't believe in the death penalty. Glenn Greenwald does this really good explanation. I'll send you guys a video where he explains how we shouldn't celebrate anyone's death. And the example he gives is the example of Osama bin Laden, where he was, I think, abroad when we killed Osama bin Laden. And somebody planted a little seed in his head and said that it was weird that he thought Americans were celebrating the extinguishing of somebody's life, even though that person probably should have, or probably, deserved it with all of the bad that he did. And the way that he explains it, I highly encourage everybody to look at it. Glenn Greenwald, he explains how it's corrosive to the soul to celebrate the death of another person, even if that person was a bad person. So I do agree we shouldn't be celebrating anybody's death, and I don't think that woman deserved it. I think the ICE officer was wrong. But I also love to laugh, and I have a very dark sense of humor. My dad died. I love dead dad jokes, and my dad would have hated my dead dad jokes, but I joke about my dead dad all the time. R.I.P. He was cool. Thanks for having me, guys.
Sorry about your dad, Kimberly. Don't worry, I won't make any dead dad jokes.
I love dead dad jokes.
Enzo, what's your closing thoughts?
So my closing thoughts were, yes, this was a great episode. Where do I start? Donald Trump invoked the Insurrection Act already. Deputize the American citizens. Let us go out there. If you're not going to invoke the Insurrection Act, deputize the American citizens. Let us go out there and protect our boys in blue from these deranged, psychopath, lunatic, dictator upholding, pedophile protecting What else? What else about the Democrats? What else have they done? I don't even know where to begin with you guys anymore. Democrats, get off the train of the party that doesn't give a fuck about you, and stop letting them lie to your faces every single day and holding you hostage for favors in the government. When you guys wake up from that, then maybe we can come together. Until then, there's never going to be unification in this country ever again.
Enzo, you want to know the poll results?
Yes.
So our poll was, should Trump invoke the Insurrection Act? The poll results are 53% yes, 38% no, and I think like 12% was like, I don't know, what's that? They don't know what that is. Like, what's that? So do you know what the Insurrection Act is? Can you explain that to the people that put I don't know? What's that?
So pretty much the Insurrection Act is where the president can invoke or pretty much take control of the National Guard, take control of the military, and put them into states to actually uphold the law and order within the state or the federal laws. It's pretty much just the workaround for posse comitatus, how military is not allowed to be used as a police force by invoking the Insurrection Act and showing that there is credible fear that the police force within the state cannot handle it or not do anything at all. They can use that to actually police the state, and it's pretty much martial law in a way.
Well, there you go. You guys have the answer. So if you want to go change, I don't think you can change your vote though. Kamal, what's your closing thoughts?
We about to have a comedy off, y'all. Hey, Gray, you gotta bring the clips next time. You feel me? Nora, you did good. I thought you did good. You feel me? But hey, Gray, next time it's on you, bruh. For real. This is a great episode. Y'all go follow the new party. Also hit the notification bell so you know when the new party go live. If y'all want to go on my end, Kamal Johnson Network, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. I appreciate Daryl, FBA Convo. Appreciate the super chat, all the super chats too. Appreciate everybody that super chatted. You know what I mean? I thought that this was pretty funny. Some of the clips were like pretty funny. You know, should Donald Trump use the Insurrection Act? I don't know, but I'm gonna tell my Black American people: stay your ass at home and don't protest. Don't protest. Don't get hit over the head with a billy fucking club for some illegal immigrants. All right. Yeah. I don't really got much else to say. I mean, except for Aaron, like he didn't find nothing funny, but it's hard to please somebody that like seeing turtles fuck. Now tell your mama, have a nice day, nigga. Anyway, everybody else in the chat, y'all is cool. You feel me? Oh, Patriot Watcher, I should get on your punk ass too. You said something very racist last episode.
Patriot Watcher. Wow.
He said, hey, that person said something very, I'm gonna let you slide though. You feel me? But I see you, bruh. All right. Anyway, Aaron, we gonna get some turtles doing some shabanga bang and not in AI, bro. We gonna please you, bro. Pause that if applicable. God damn. Anyway. Shout out to Aaron. He a good sport. He laughing at it. Shout out to you, bro.
He said you're not funny. Adult Swim is actually funny.
Well, shit.
He's going off on you. He don't like what you said.
I didn't say anything racist. You're full of shit. Yeah, last episode you did, cocksucker. All right. Anyway, get me out of here before I start keep clowning in the chat. Because I could go on all night with this shit. That's my specialty. You feel me?
All right. Well, let's hear what Sourpuss has to say.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep that mode. So for my final thoughts, I'm gonna say a personal story. I was taking my daughter, she's 17, she's a student athlete, to cheerleading practice. And on the drive, she was telling me, oh, Dad, I had this class called AVID. And the last person that wrote a paper in this class, they were able to get a scholarship to Princeton. And in my head, the first thing I thought was, what if I was a MAGA person? I would be like, oh, you're going to get indoctrinated. This is slow. I don't want you there. But for me, it was actually a proud father moment. And then she delved into politics, and I talked about, you know, the stuff that we talk about on here. And I told her how I try to explain stuff to people because she's liberal. And, you know, it was a good conversation. So what I would say is, have a free mind, have an open mind, and get educated. Like we always tell a new party, always vote.
Oh, that was such a see another story. I'm great. You're wrong. My kid's gonna go to liberal school. Now, if she told you she wanted to go to Liberty University, what would you say? Think on that. All right. So closing thoughts is this. Shout out to everyone watching. Please hit the like button. Please hit the notification bell. We have a promo. We are doing a cash trip in April. We are looking for donations. We appreciate your support. Please, please, please support. But my closing thoughts is this. At the end of the day, jokes matter because they remind us that we're still human. When a country gets so divided that we can't laugh at ourselves or hear a joke without assuming bad intent, like i.e. thinking we're laughing about Renee Good dying, no one was laughing at that. That's when things really start to break down. Humor has always been how Americans survived hard times, war, economic collapse, political chaos. It's because when laughter creates a pause in the tension, it gets people from different backgrounds to sit in the same moment without immediately going to war over ideology. You don't have to agree with a joke to understand the person telling it. And that understanding is the first step toward unity. If we lose our sense of humor, we lose our ability to talk to each other. Jokes don't divide us. Our inability to hear them does. God bless. Good night and stay safe.
Family, we want to take a moment and speak directly to you. What we're building here with the new party is more than just content. It's more than commentary. It's a community, a space for independent voices, honest conversations, and people who are tired of being talked at instead of talked with. Right now, we're raising funds for something very special. Our new party, Castrith. An in-real-life content experience coming April 2026. This trip allows us to bring the team together in person. Many of us who have only worked virtually to create real, high-quality, independent media. Media that isn't funded by corporations. Media that isn't controlled by political parties. Media that answers only to the people. Our goal is $5,000, and every dollar goes directly toward hotel accommodations for the team, food and travel necessities, studio and production space, so we can bring you even better content. Your donation isn't just helping us travel, it's helping us continue. It's helping us stay independent. It's helping us grow. And it's helping us build something that lasts. Right. By the end of this year, our dream is to host a watch party, bringing the team together and opening the doors to the public. Donations like this make that possible. They help turn an online movement into a real-world community. We truly look forward to meeting all of you one day. But for now, we're incredibly excited to finally meet each other, to strengthen this team, too, and to bring you even more meaningful, powerful content. If you believe in independent media, if you believe in community over corporations, if you believe voices like ours deserve a seat at the table, please consider donating to our GoFundMe, becoming a member, or supporting us by buying merch. No contribution is too small. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for believing in us, for rocking with us, and for helping the new party continue to grow. We couldn't do this without you.